Calm down and listen carefully. These tiny, ordinary-looking pennies could be hiding a shocking fortune, and the craziest part is people are still spending it every single day without even noticing. These rare wheat pennies are quietly sitting in pockets, jars, and cash drawers across America, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. Most people ignore them. Some lose them forever, but a few uncover life-changing treasures in the most unexpected places. The value of these coins is rising fast, and time is running out to find them in circulation. Before you spend your next penny, stop and check carefully, because what looks like spare change could actually be a powerful hidden treasure that changes everything. You might have seen this coin before, maybe even held it in your hand, but never realized what you were actually touching. The 1,934 wheat penny without a mint mark looks simple at first glance, but don't let its ordinary appearance fool you. This coin carries a mysterious energy, a silent story, and for those who understand it, it feels less like a coin and more like a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. When you look closely at the design, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, calm and dignified, as if guarding a secret from the past. On the reverse side, those iconic wheat stalks stand tall, symbolizing prosperity and growth. But today, they represent something even bigger, a rising wave of value that collectors are chasing harder than ever before. And when this coin shows dark black spotting across both sides, it creates a unique, aged appearance that tells a story of time, survival, and rarity. The history behind this coin pulls you straight into the heart of the Great Depression era in the United States. In 1934, the nation was still recovering, people were struggling, and coins like this were actively circulating in everyday life. These weren't collectibles back then, they were lifelines. And because of that, most of them were heavily used, damaged, or lost forever. That's exactly why finding one today in very fine condition with those distinctive dark features feels like uncovering a forgotten piece of American history. Now let's talk about composition, because this is where things get even more interesting. This coin is made primarily of copper, about 95%, mixed with small amounts of tin and zinc. That composition gives it a strong yet aged character, and over time, it reacts with the environment, creating those dark black tones and spots that make each coin unique. Its weight is approximately 3.11 grams, its diameter around 19 millimeters, and its thickness about 1.5 millimeters. These measurements might seem small, but what they carry in value is anything but small. What truly sets this coin apart are its unique features. The absence of a mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, but that doesn't make it common. Not when you factor in condition, preservation, and those rare dark patterns. Coins with this kind of natural toning and minimal wear in very fine condition are becoming increasingly difficult to find. Each one has its own fingerprint, its own personality, and collectors are paying close attention. The rarity of this coin is not just about numbers, it's about survival. Most 1,934 pennies were used heavily, scratched, cleaned improperly, or simply discarded. But the few that remain in strong condition today, they are being hunted. Collector demand is rising, and it's not slowing down. The market is becoming more competitive, and those who recognize this coin early are stepping into a powerful position. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The current market value of this exact coin in the condition described is $120. Hundredth, yes, this is the real current value, and it is absolutely rising over time. This is not fiction. This is a hidden treasure that continues to grow stronger in demand. Hold on to it, and you're holding on to something that can transform into even greater wealth. If you ever find one, treat it like the treasure it is. Store it in a dry, protected holder, away from moisture and air exposure. Never clean it harshly. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. If you must clean, do it gently and carefully, but the best move is often to leave it untouched. When buying, always check the surface details first: the condition of Lincoln's face, the wheat lines, and any unusual marks. Avoid polished coins. They may look shiny, but they've lost their true worth. The biggest mistake? Rushing. The smartest collectors understand that patience creates wealth. They wait, they observe, and they protect what they have. And that's exactly how small discoveries turn into massive treasures. In the end, this coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a hidden opportunity, a silent fortune. And the truth is, people are still losing it every single day without realizing what they just gave away. And remember, this is just coin number first. The next coins on this list, they go even deeper into the world of hidden wealth and shocking value. Stay tuned, because your next discovery might already be in your pocket. And don't forget, this channel brings you freshly updated rare coin secrets every single day. Now pause for a second, because this next coin is even more dangerous to ignore. The 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark is one of those silent treasures that people are still spending every single day without realizing they're letting go of something powerful. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't scream for attention, but that's exactly what makes it so special. This coin hides in plain sight, blending into ordinary change while quietly building extraordinary value. At first glance, you'll notice its deep brown surface, layered with black and green spots across both the obverse and reverse. But this is not damage. This is history speaking. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's portrait stands strong, worn just enough to show its journey through time, yet still holding clear detail. On the reverse, those iconic wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent, symbolizing growth. But today, that growth is not just symbolic, it's financial and it's accelerating. This coin comes from 1936 Ampere's time, when America was still climbing out of the Great Depression. Every penny mattered. These coins were passed from hand to hand, used in markets, stores, and daily survival. No one back then imagined that decades later, a single coin like this, especially one surviving in almost fine condition, would become a target for serious collectors. That's why so many were lost, worn down, or destroyed. And that's exactly why the ones that remain today feel like buried treasure resurfacing after decades. Let's go deeper into its composition, because this is where the science meets the story. The 1936 wheat penny is made of 95% copper, with a small percentage of tin and zinc. Over time, this mixture reacts with air and moisture, creating those stunning brown tones along with black and green spotting. These natural changes are not flaws, they are signatures of age, proof that the coin has survived decades untouched. It weighs about 3.11 grams, has a diameter of approximately 19 millimeters, and a thickness of around 1.5 millimeters. Small in size, but massive in meaning. What makes this specific coin truly stand out are its unique features. The absence of a mint mark ties it to Philadelphia, but the real uniqueness lies in its surface character. That mix of brown base color with black and green spotting creates a one-of-a-kind visual identity. No two coins age exactly the same way. Each spot, each tone shift, it's like a fingerprint of time. And collectors, they are searching for these exact traits, coins that tell a story without saying a word. The rarity of this coin is not just about how many were made, it's about how many survived in this condition. An almost fine example means it has seen use, yes, but still holds enough detail to remain desirable. Most coins from this era were heavily worn or damaged beyond recognition. But this one, it sits right in that powerful middle ground, authentic, aged, yet still collectible. That balance is what drives demand higher and higher. And make no mistake, collector demand is rising fast. The market is shifting. More people are realizing that these overlooked pennies are not just collectibles, they are assets. The 1936 wheat penny is gaining attention because it represents something rare, a coin that was once everywhere, but is now incredibly hard to find in meaningful condition. Now here comes the moment that changes everything. The current market value of this exact coin, in the condition described, is $140. Yes, this is the real, absolutely current price. And it is not slowing down. It is climbing. This is not a guess, not a fantasy. This is a hidden treasure that is increasing in value day by day. Hold it long enough, and you are holding a growing force of wealth in your hands. If you're lucky enough to find one, protect it immediately. Store it in a dry, airtight holder, away from humidity and direct contact. Never rush to clean it aggressively. Those natural tones and spots are part of its identity. Destroy them, and you destroy the value. If you must clean, use only the safest and gentlest methods, but often the smartest move is to leave it exactly as it is. When checking coins before buying, always focus on the details first. Look at Lincoln's profile, the sharpness of the wheat stalks, and the natural color patterns. Avoid coins that look artificially polished or overly bright. They've likely been altered. And remember this, the biggest mistake is impatience. The strongest collectors don't rush. They wait, they study, and they understand that time transforms coins into treasures. In the end, this 1936 wheat penny is not just another coin. It's a hidden giant, a quiet fortune, a piece of history that people are still accidentally losing every single day. And the difference between losing it and recognizing it is what separates ordinary people from those who discover real treasure. Stay with me, because the next coin will take this journey even further into the world of unbelievable value. And don't forget, this channel brings you freshly updated rare coin secrets every single day. Now this is where everything changes. If you've stayed this far in the video, then you're about to witness something truly powerful. The 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark is not just another coin. It's a hidden giant, a silent treasure that people are still spending, dropping, and losing every single day, without realizing they just let go of something extraordinary. At first glance, it carries a rich bronze look, but then something unusual starts to appear. That subtle gray-black shading across both the obverse and reverse, and those green spots on the front side, they're not random. They are the fingerprints of time, the marks of survival, the signals that this coin has lived through decades and still stands strong. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's portrait looks sharper, more defined due to its extra fine condition, almost as if it's guarding a secret meant only for those who truly pay attention. Turn it over, and those wheat stalks frame the design like pillars of hidden wealth, quietly whispering that this is no ordinary penny. The story of 1941 pulls us right to the edge of a turning point in American history. This was just before the United States entered World War II. The economy was shifting, industries were preparing, and coins like this were flowing through everyday life without a second thought. Millions were used, exchanged, forgotten. But here's the truth. Very few survived in extra-fine condition, with such distinctive toning and spotting. And that's what makes this coin feel like buried treasure, resurfacing after decades in silence. Now let's break down its composition, because this is where its strength truly lies. The 1941 wheat penny is struck from 95% copper, combined with tin and zinc. Over time, this composition reacts naturally with the environment, producing that deep bronze base, along with gray-black shading and green oxidation spots. These are not imperfections. They are proof of authenticity, a natural aging process that collectors recognize instantly. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams, measures about 19 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of around 1.5 millimeters. These precise details confirm its identity, but its real power lies far beyond measurements. What makes this coin truly unique is the combination of its condition and its surface character. Extra fine condition means the details are still strong. Lincoln's hair, the lines in the wheat stalks, the lettering, all clearly visible. Add to that the rare mix of bronze tone with gray-black shading and green spotting, and you have something collectors actively search for. This is not a common appearance. This is a rare visual signature that sets this coin apart from thousands of others. And when it comes to rarity, this is where the intensity rises. Yes, many 1941 pennies were minted, but surviving examples in this exact condition with these exact features are becoming harder to find every single year. Time has eliminated most of them. Damage, cleaning, neglect, they've all reduced the supply. What remains now is being locked into collections, held tightly by those who understand what they have. Collector demand for this coin is not just strong, it's growing. More eyes are turning toward wheat pennies, especially those with unique toning and higher preservation levels. This coin sits right at that powerful intersection of history, beauty, and rarity. And when demand rises while supply shrinks, the result is unstoppable momentum. And now, the reveal that takes this from interesting to unbelievable. The current market value of this exact coin in the condition described is $170, 500th. Yes, this is the absolute current price. This is real. This is happening now, and it is rising. This coin is not just valuable, it is becoming a force, a hidden treasure that grows stronger with time. Hold on to it, and you're holding on to something that has the power to transform into even greater wealth in the future. If you ever come across one, treat it like the treasure it truly is. Store it in a secure, dry environment, preferably in a protective coin holder that blocks air and moisture. Never rush to clean it harshly. Those natural tones, those green spots, that shading, they are part of its identity. Remove them, and you remove its story and its value. When checking coins before buying, always focus on authenticity and detail. Look at the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the clarity of the wheat stalks, and the natural color transitions. Avoid coins that look artificially bright or overly polished. They may have already lost their true worth. And remember this one powerful truth: patience creates wealth. The collectors who win are the ones who wait, who protect, and who understand the long game. In the end, this 1941 wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a hidden powerhouse, a quiet fortune, a piece of history that people are still accidentally losing every single day. And the difference between losing it and recognizing it is everything. You've just seen 3 coins, 3 hidden treasures still out there in circulation. Check your pockets, check your jars, because the next life-changing discovery might already be in your hands. And remember, this channel brings you freshly updated rare coin secrets every single day.